live on the floor of Condo Conference 2025. I'm Mike, here for the Remy Network. Of course, we are supporting Condo Business Magazine, and I'll recommend if you're at the show, come by and pick one up and find out more about it. And if you are watching this, please subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to it, subscribe to whatever platform you're hearing it on, because our mission is to bring experts from the real estate management industry to your screen, to your phone, wherever it is you're receiving this. And this line of experts that we bring to you among different categories and different expertise often will give you the clues that you need to make things better in your day, in your job. So there we go. Today is no exception. Jebby joins us from SAB Building Restoration Limited. Jebby, thanks so much.
Pleasure.
A, for your patience. We had to start this, I'll be honest, we had to start this again because I said your name wrong, which is horribly embarrassing. So thanks for your patience. So you guys do building and restoration. What does that mean in a designation compared to what some people do in the construction industry? How are you set apart?
So we do predominantly restoration for building envelope industry. So when you picture building envelope, it's the exterior of the building.
Yeah.
So we do siding, cladding, masonry, brickwork, underground garage, so retrofit aspect of it. An older building that requires restoration. When it comes to condos, they have reserve fund studies. And within reserve fund studies, engineers and consultants recommend that condos need to get renovation around a certain time frame. So a consultant would go out in market, tender it, and get contractor like us involved, and we go ahead and complete the restoration aspect.
Seems to me that the market for restoration in across Canada, but certainly in Toronto, is at a prime moment where buildings are starting to age to a certain point. I'm hearing that, everything from water piping to electrical that has come in to an era of needing updating. Even the technology that's there needing updating in code. And so that puts you guys kind of in a prime market at the moment.
I would agree with you. I would agree because there were a lot of projects due to COVID was delayed as well too. So those projects are picking up at this point.
Right.
So there are different niche of market definitely, but industry is currently moving toward, obviously with the tariff situation and the pricing fluctuating, but definitely the companies and the buildings that needs to get the job done, they are taking on the projects and we're moving forward.
The condo projects that you take on are all likely from reserve funds at this point, and planning is everything. Creating the right budget and making sure that you get things done. That building envelope is the priority. So I guess that kind of puts you in a position as experts to be the first in line with that bid, saying, yes, we will re-establish your building envelope.
I agree with you. You nailed it. Exactly.
Okay.
Because we are specialists what we do, and we work with hand in hand with consultants.
So how does that work? How do you work with consultants? How do you choose which consultants that you're going to use? And do you go as far as the contracting and actual build aspect of it as well?
No. We currently do renovation aspect of it. And so I'm going to answer your question part first. Mm-hmm. The relationship we build with all sorts of consultants, like they're specialized in building development, and when they do also building envelope aspect of it, so they would go to market with property management companies to learn, okay, which properties need job at this point based on the reserve fund studies.
Okay.
And once they find out which job they need, then the board of directors would agree to go and market to do the bidding process. And so we would work with any consultant who wants to include us, to be honest.
Very interesting. Yeah. How do you get out there to the market? How do you let people know what you're doing?
Attending condo conferences, networking day-to-day base, making cold calls.
You should get on a podcast. So all of these elements, you do have to constantly be out there in the marketplace, keeping your brand relevant, keeping your work relevant. What are some of the projects that you're most proud of that you guys have taken on recently?
On top of my head, we are doing a garage restoration in Hamilton at this point. And we are doing a bunch of property rental side of it. We're doing a bit of a cladding and siding retrofit projects at this time. And also we closed some projects that will start in 2026.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
It's nice to be ahead of the calendar a little bit, especially on these projects. You pointed out something that I think is really interesting. COVID pushed pause on a lot of condo restoration that needed done. and it gave the buildings a breather just for a moment. But now, COVID is over, the inspections are happening, the results of non-restoration are starting to show, and problems are starting to occur. What do you recommend to condo corporations that are starting to see the wear and tear and have these problems?
My recommendation to condo board and condo property managers, as soon as when you see that the wear and tear is happening, bring your consultants in, do a full inspection, create a plan, because if you don't create the plan, you won't know how to create the budget. And if you have budget on hand, go to market, just start talking to different contractors, so that way you have the pricing point. Because if you don't have the pricing point, let's say in 2025, you say, okay, I'm going to wait till 2026. How is that going to help you? The price is not going to go lower.
No, the prices never get lower, but the problems can certainly become bigger.
Exactly. So if you have that meeting with your consultant, have the report ready, even if you delay the process, you could segment the project in phases. Say, okay, I could do this phase now because this is allocated within our budget and we could afford it this time. And then the rest you could move it toward, but at least it's moving toward a progress that is going to benefit the building and your future of the building.
Yeah, that plan sounds essential, because if you're thinking about the building envelope, there are things that need protected first, there are things that need reinforced and rebuilt first to make sure that everything else below is protected and done properly.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I would recommend people reach out if they have questions. Where could they talk to you?
So to reach out to me personally would be Jebby at SABRestoration.com, or you could call me at any time, 647-863-6677. Am I going to answer anytime? No, but you could definitely call me anytime. And you could go to our website, which is www.sabrestoration.com.
You heard it here. She doesn't answer the phone after 1 a.m. So listen, Jebby, I really appreciate your time on this, and I wish you an amazing show and a great 2026. Thanks for helping rebuild the condos in this city.